Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Michigan Ambush Outdoors for this week's update video. So I just wanted to fill you guys in on what I did to the DIY archery backstop to make it a little bit better than what it was before. So I went ahead and added some caster wheels to this bad boy. So if you watched the original DIY video that I made, I told you guys that this thing was about 50-60 pounds, so moving it around the garage was pretty cumbersome, and it was a huge pain in the butt anytime I needed to get to my lawn equipment and mainly my workbench here because it sits right in front of it when I shoot. So like I said, I put on these caster wheels and now I can get this thing around the garage pretty quickly, and I'll show you how easy it is. Alright, so after that quick clip, you guys could tell pretty quickly that moving this thing around, it's a breeze. Even the wife can do it. Even my 1-year-old could probably move this thing around the garage. So that's a major plus. A couple other things I want to touch base on real quick. So another thing that it did, and I didn't even think about it when I did it, is it actually raised the height up probably about 4 to 5 inches, which I really like. Before I had the caster wheels, I wasn't able to put my target on a stand like it is now, because if I would have shot over the top, I would have either buried it into this 2x4 or possibly right into my wall. So with the raised height, I can now stack it, and what that does is that gives me the ability to shoot level versus kind of shooting down towards the ground. So I really like that. Another thing I kind of want to mention, in the previous video, I had never actually shot an arrow into this backstop. While using it, I've actually buried 3 arrows now. I've buried 2 FMJs, and then I've also buried a carbon arrow. I have to say it did a great job stopping it. The arrow still penetrated anywhere from about 10 to 12 inches depending on the yardages that I shot. But what's really cool about it is all the holes have actually self-sealed, so I really like that. I don't have a bunch of holes everywhere I hit, and I'll show you guys real quick. So you can actually see that I've hit the backstop here, I've hit the backstop here, and then I've also hit the backstop here, which you can see that one really well. But like I said, there's no holes there. There's basically self-sealing. So the only thing that I would suggest if you guys are shooting the Easton FMJs like I was, you guys know that those actually have the inner carbon, outer aluminum shaft. If they get buried in here, they're actually pretty tough to get out. So just be careful that you're not wrenching on the arrows to where you're actually going to put a bend in it. And if you are going to pull them out of the backstop, if you do happen to actually sink one like I did into the backstop, make sure you're doing a spin test on it, because you may bend it and you won't even see it, and then you'll start to get some inconsistencies with your shooting. Overall though, this backstop is super nice. Super glad I built it. I mentioned it before in my video, but I'll say it again. This was minimal investment for me. With the casters, I added about 20 bucks, so now I'm up to 50 bucks total into this archery backstop. It's cheaper than anything that you could buy on the interwebs or anywhere at your local archery shop. If you have to buy the wood and some of the other hardware, I would imagine you'd probably be, anywhere from maybe 80 to 100 bucks, but again, you'll probably still be a lot cheaper than it would be to go out and buy one already made up, or one of the nets that they sell. So thanks for watching the video. I appreciate everyone on the other side of this camera. If you haven't already liked or subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so, and then make sure you also check out the other forms of social media that we got going, the Instagram and the Facebook page. If you guys have any comments or questions about the DIY archery backstop, leave me a message below and I'll make sure to get back to you. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.